Hi there, I'm Jules and this is Mark, and we're the creators of the multi-award winning Future Toolbox. What do we do?
Wow, the Future Toolbox. We specialise in life skills and personal development, and we work with teens, young adults, families and teachers, and we help them get ahead in life.
We do indeed.
Yeah.
Now, we set this company up nearly 11 years ago, and we are what's called a partnership. So it's me and Mark, as we said earlier, that run it and created the Future Toolbox. Now, we don't employ people, but we do take on what we call freelance people that come along, and they may have a skill or certain sets of skills that we don't particularly have that great knowledge about. So they come along and they work with us and deliver their workshops on behalf of the Future Toolbox.
Absolutely. Now, as Jules mentioned, workshops. Our workshops are predominantly delivered in schools or on the premises of a business. We don't obviously deliver them in our houses, but in addition to delivering a physical workshop and standing in front of somebody, we also run online webinars, and we have a suite of online programs which we created to sort of coincide with COVID lockdown. So again, that's quite exciting, isn't it?
It really is, it really is. So in terms of the range of goods and services that we provide, we have a few areas. So for example, one is what we call Mad for Motivation. What do we do in that?
Yeah, Mad for Motivation is all about goal setting, achieving positive outcomes. We look at mindsets, we look at creating great habits, and we look at the motivation and what you achieve in life is actually down to you. We also have a program called Mad for Study, and what's all that about?
Mad for Study is where we show everybody how to make study easier and fun. Yeah, we did say that, making study easy and fun. So we have a range of study skills and techniques to help everybody, whether they're doing GCSE, A-levels or degrees or even SATs.
Fantastic.
Our other area is an area called Mad for Futures.
So Mad for Futures, if we're working in a school, that is basically anything to do with life beyond school. It's about options, choices, looking at how to get decisions from a decision maker, maybe in an interview, or it looks at going into further and higher education.
Brilliant. And we also now have an area what we call Mad for Change, and what this is looking at mental health and making sure that you're keeping yourself emotionally, physically and mentally well, and giving you all the strategies to build your resilience for all of this. So that's kind of like most of what we do, but we also, we're authors, and we have this amazing book.
Yes, so this is one of our books. So we do have physical products as well, and this book here is called Don't Get Your Neck Tattooed. Now, it's not actually about neck tattoos or anything like that. It is called the Z2A of life skills that you don't get from sitting exams. Being an author is quite exciting, but obviously we sell this product to reinforce the values and the beliefs that we have.
So in terms of our aims and objectives, when we set the business up, what we want to do is we want to make a positive contribution, but we want to make it to society as a whole. So it's for schools, so we're saying businesses, parents. So it's across the board really, and just really want to make that change, make it to the world. For example, this week we are delivering a live webinar with a multinational, massive company, and we have people joining from, I think it's about 18 different countries.
Yeah.
So that's our aims and objectives, is to make that positive contribution to society and deliver the personal development and life skills that we've learned along the way onto other people, so that they can then make a positive contribution too. So just have a chat about, let these guys know.
Yeah.
Why did we start this business in the first place? Can you remember?
That was a really great time. So we were both working full time, and I remember feeling that there was something more and thinking I'm delivering programs, I'm doing training, but I have my own ideas. And we talked about it quite a bit, didn't we? We were saying, how can we put these ideas into place and run this business ourselves? And we've used in the first part the word exciting quite a bit, and it's about getting excited and about getting that passion for what you do, and thinking I can do this myself.
I think as well, one of the big motivators for us to start our own business is we wanted to be our own bosses. The idea of not having to answer to somebody else, or if you want a week off because you fancy having a nice holiday, you always had to go and ask somebody else. And we wanted to take charge of our lives, and so that we could be the bosses, really.
Actually, though, what Jules has just said there is great, and that might give you the impression that you can just say, oh yeah, I'm just going to have a holiday and nothing else matters. But there is a few serious skills to be an entrepreneur, isn't there?
There are, yes.
So first of all, you need to have the drive and the commitment. There's a massive difference between being an employee and being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
When you work for somebody, you can go to work and work your hours and go home. And in a lot of jobs, you can switch off. Yeah, there will be other pressures outside it sometimes. When it's your own business, there could be some time on a Sunday evening or a Saturday afternoon where we've been sitting here and working until really, really late, but it's our choice. But you need to have the ability and the commitment not to procrastinate and just say, oh, do you know what, that doesn't matter if we don't do that, or if we miss that bit out, it's absolutely fine. You need to be driven.
Yeah, you do need to be driven. But you also need to be passionate. In terms of skills and mindset that you need to be able to be an entrepreneur I would say definitely that you need to be passionate. You need to know what it is that you're trying to achieve, and have that mindset of knowing that what you're trying to pass on to people or give to people is right, and you have that belief into that as well, don't you?
Definitely. So I think my hardest one to overcome has probably been the imposter syndrome, and we've had that quite a bit, haven't we? Where sometimes you think, oh, is our book good enough? Is our seminar, our webinar, or workshop going to be good enough? Is the brand right? And you do have to get over that sometimes, don't you? And think
you do. And also talk in terms of skills. You were mentioning earlier before we started this video, in terms of you will be starting your own business, so you won't be going to work and 9 to 5, and then at the end of the month you have this paycheck that comes in. You're kind of like responsible for so much more when you have your own business. So you do need to know that some skills on how to manage and run your business, don't you?
Yeah. So one of the early things I picked up was somebody said understand cash flow, and I was brought up very much, and like Jules as well, we were brought up very much in a mindset of you don't go out and spend loads and loads of money you don't have, and we've never had that debt mindset. We've always had the live within your means mindset, but then that sometimes limits you a little bit, where you think, oh, I'm a little bit worried to pass that. So you need to sometimes have the bravery to go beyond that. But understanding cash flow and living within your spending budgets, understanding profits, understanding what you're worth, what your products are worth, is a real key, isn't it?
It is, yes. So that's our sort of reasons for starting, and what we feel the sort of mindsets and skills that I think you need to display or have to be able to actually become an entrepreneur and set your own business up.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I will also say, it's easier than you think. You can do it. Everybody can do this. You just have to have that passion, that belief, and that confidence in yourself.
So we've talked mindsets a lot. Sort your mindsets out. You could be an entrepreneur, be creative, have the belief, have the passion. So we mentioned at the start of this video that we're a multi-award winning company, something we're very, very proud of. And in 2018 and 2019, we were named the best enterprising business in Northamptonshire. And guess what? In 2020, we're in the finals again. So very, very, very proud of that. What do you think then is the key to us winning those awards for 2 years in a row? And let's be positive here.
Positive.
Winning it again in 2020.
Oh, wow.
We will.
We will. Right. Well, I think this is my thoughts on how I believe how we work is we have an absolute belief in what it is that we're doing and the positive contribution that we're giving to people across the country, across the world. So we believe in what we do. We're very, very passionate about it. We love what we do, and I think in terms of enterprise, and I think the one big thing that we do is we don't just sit back and think, oh gosh, we won that, so yeah, we're the best enterprising business in Northampton. So we don't need to do anything else. We're not like that. We're constantly looking at what we deliver and seeing if that we need to add anything into it. We don't rest on our laurels at all, do we? And yeah, we're constantly improving, adding, and we're always, and I mean, we deliver personal development and life skills, but each day and each week we're still working on our own personal development, so we like to share that. So I think that's a big secret of our success is we don't just sit back and think, yeah, we're good enough. We are good enough, but we do like to be a little bit better now and again, don't we?
Yeah. So focus, willing to learn, not resting on your laurels, being brave,
Passionate.
and
I love what you do.
Thank you very much.